if I were field level the last time the Detroit Lions won an away game against the Redskins, instead of the scoreboard and field goal post you see behind me, you would see the green monster. The Detroit Lions come into FedEx Field and defeat the Washington Redskins 27-20 to go to 2-1 on the season, win their first game against the Redskins in the DC area, and the first win against the Redskins away from home since 1935 when the Lions did it against the Boston Redskins at Fenway Park. Of course, when you talk about the Lions and a victory, you have to talk about the offense. Matthew Stafford, 25 of 42, almost 400 yards passing, 385 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. That interception actually was returned for a touchdown by D'Angelo Hall, but Stafford was able to recover from that first quarter turnover and had a pretty good game. Calvin Johnson, 7 catches, 115 yards, and the game-sealing touchdown catch in the fourth quarter that gave the Lions an insurmountable 27-17 lead. But at the beginning of the game, it was the run game that really gave the Lions a spark. Joique Bell, 132 total yards, replacing an injured Reggie Bush in the ball game as the Lions defeated the Redskins 27-20. And after the game, I talked with Joique Bell and I asked him, was it as simple as no Reggie Bush, no problem?
My mindset was just go out there and capitalize on my opportunity. I knew my team needed me to step up this game, and my offensive line did a great job. The coaches did a great job as far as the schemes. I was able to go out there and just play the game. No pressure at all. Just know I had to go out there and perform.
How important was it for the team to answer back after the Redskins took the lead 7-0, and then you came back with the touchdown drive and then ended it with that great run where you broke a whole lot of tackles?
I mean, it's a long game. You don't win a game in the first quarter. It's a 60-minute grind. Once that clock strikes down, it's a dogfight. And we did a great job as far as fighting and retaliating and fighting back, responding rather. And that's something that we had to continue to do. We wanted to start fast. We didn't start as fast as we wanted, but we was able to come out, capture the lead, and sustain it.
It almost seemed as if you were getting stronger as the game went on. Was that the case?
I wouldn't say that's the case. I go out there and I play. I did a great job this offseason as far as working on my stamina. So if I look like I'm getting stronger in the fourth quarter, then, from the outside looking in, I might be, but I was comfortable in the fourth quarter, and my team needed me, and I was able to go out there and perform.
So you had no problem essentially carrying the load in this ballgame. You're the only running back that had any carries in this game for the Detroit Lions. So you felt comfortable with carrying the load and getting the 20-plus, almost 30-plus carries.
Yeah, I was fine with that. It just took me back to my old college days. So it felt good out there, and me just being able to go out there and just play and just take all the pressure off. There was no pressure. I felt really comfortable actually. So.
Do you think your team is where you need it to be after the first 3 games of the year? You're 2-1. They talk about the quarter points of the season. You'll play Chicago next week. So talk about the first 3 weeks. Do you almost feel as if you should be 3-0 given the game that you had against Arizona last week?
Of course, we feel like we could have did things better that game to kind of lift us up to get that win. But things happen. And through a season, you have a lot of ups and downs. You have a lot of adversity, and that what makes some of the teams great, how you respond. And we came out, we responded. We showed our character.
And you might have asked and answered this question a whole lot, but you played college at Wayne State in Detroit, and now you're playing with the Detroit Lions. Just how much does it mean to be able to produce and do so well in the city that you played your college ball?
It's a blessing for me to be in my home city, my home state, and close to my home city where my family, my friends can come up and come see me play. All my fans from college, all my friends from college, alumni from college, able to come out there and just support me. And it's a big deal, not only to me, but also to them. Sometimes I think it might be a bigger deal to them than it is to me. But I'm truly humbled from this experience, and me being able to be a part of something that's great.
So how many of your family and friends are going to call you or have called you already?
I haven't really looked at my phone yet, but I have probably about 100 text messages probably. So I have to go through all of them on the plane and figure out how I'm going to write everybody back.
Family, friends, and any fans of the Detroit Lions so happy that Detroit able to go on the road and steal a road victory 27-20 against the Washington Redskins. As far as Washington is concerned, 0-3 to begin the season for the first time in 12 years. RG3 looked a whole lot more like his RG3 self of 2012, a whole lot more mobile on the field. 50 pass attempts, he completed 32 of them for 326 yards, but he had 2 turnovers in this ball game, a first half interception, and probably the biggest play of the game, with the Redskins and Lions tied at 17, and the Redskins driving for the go-ahead score. RG3 inside of the 30-yard line, diving headfirst, fumbled the ball, was not touched down to the ground by contact. It was recovered by the Detroit Lions inside of the Lions' 30-yard line. The Lions were able to drive down the field and kick the field goal to give them a 20-17 lead, and the Lions winning by 7, 27-20. Alfred Morris, 73 yards and a touchdown run in the ball game. But the most alarming part of the Washington Redskins' 0-3 start, the defense. They have now allowed 1,464 yards through the first 3 weeks of the NFL season. That is a new NFL record, and an ignominious NFL record for the Washington Redskins, the division champions of the NFC East last season. It is going to be a long road to hoe for the Redskins if they hope to repeat that here in 2013. The Redskins go on the road to the O.com Coliseum to take on the Oakland Raiders next week. The Detroit Lions, a big division battle next week at home at Ford Field against the 2-0 Chicago Bears. Chicago looking to go 3-0 tonight against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So once again, the final score, Detroit 27, Washington 20. Stay tuned to ALottaSportsTalk.com for more coverage of this ball game and our Tuesday 10 spot recapping Week 3 of the National Football League. Down here in the field at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, my name is Adeshina Koike for ALottaSportsTalk.com.